I disagree with it. You know, I own property in Taylor, and I'm here for a different matter, but I would take it to court. I would end it.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no.
No.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Linton?
No.
Ms. Craniana?
Yes.
Mr. Johnson?
Yes.
Ms. Rose?
No.
Ms. Daniels?
No.
Mr. Geis?
Yes. Motion fails 3-3. Is there any other open business from the council? Council, I'm sorry, Madam Clerk.
Just a couple updates. On the upcoming election, we did mail out ballots. Mailed out about 7,200. So if you have an application for the August 6th election for an absentee ballot, please get that back to us and we will get you your ballot. Also, we are looking for election inspectors for the August 6th election. 16 and up. If you're 18 and older, you have to be a registered voter in the state of Michigan. You do not have to live in the city of Taylor. Just you have to be registered to vote if you are 18 and up. 16 and 17, you do not, but you are eligible to work, and it is a paid position, so contact my office if you're interested. Also, there is a I voted sticker contest through the Secretary of State's office, and we have a student from the elementary middle school division that was chosen. So if you go on the Secretary of State's, I'll have, we're having a link posted, so if you go on the City of Taylor website, we'll put it out there, but her name is Annalise Wallace, and she created a sticker with a little flower. It's cute. So if we could, you know, support her in that, it's really awesome that we had a student qualify. And then also just a couple little things out there tomorrow at the conservatory. They're having their weekly event, it's the Rhodes Band at 5:30. It's a really nice event at the conservatory to go hang out and hear some music, food for sale. July 8th is the Wounded Warrior Ride. I didn't really have a lot of information on the website, but you can Google that. That's a really awesome event. July 19th at Heritage Park, we're doing Family Fun Day called Day at the Beach. It's from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. and that is at the Heritage Park, the Pavilion. And then July 29th is Running to Honor at Heritage Park, and I participated in that last year, and that was a really awesome event as well. So lots going on at the park and in the city. If you go on the city website, that's all on there. I just wanted to make sure people visit that. And I agree, I'll support. The festival was amazing this weekend. Fireworks, drone show, good time, and great job by the Parks Department, everyone. Thank you.
Right. Any other open business from the council? Hearing none. Any open business from the public?
Martin Juilliard, 6708 B Staley Road, through the chair to the city council and the mayor. Does a city council member have the authority to call and direct one of the city attorneys to call police personnel and direct them to violate a city contract and state law by insisting the accident vehicle be towed somewhere other than the police impound? Under what legal authority does any of our paid city attorneys have to represent any elected official in their individual capacity and that pertains to personal matters? I'd love answers to either one of those questions.
Sir, your public comment, you have 2 minutes to state what you'd like to present to the council.
It was a question. Both of them.
Understood.
Could you, did the council answer that now or no?
The chair, if I may, because both questions involve the corporation council. Both questions were based on false premise for your question. They're incapable of being answered.
They're incapable of being answered?
Well, because they're false. They're simply false.
No, they will be answered.
Is there any further public comments? Sir, you're going to recognize this man. We'll go blue and then red.
Okay. car. Now, he escalated it with me by going to my daughter in the first place. Then, they agreed to take it to my daughter's house. I mean, it was a little bit drawn out for $227. I gave him $225. I thought I gave him $230. He said, "You're $2 short." I said, "Well, here's $5." He said, "I don't have change." I said, "Well, that's the difference between me and area towing. Keep the change." He gives the money back to my daughter and says, "Pick it up at the impound yard." I go to the impound yard. They say, "Well, weekends it's more expensive." I wait till Monday, and it went from $227 to $402. Now, I've had other issues with area towing, but this one here is a little ridiculous. There should be absolutely no question, if the car is not involved in an investigation and the officer on scene says it can go wherever you desire it to go, why would area towing have the authority to steal my daughter's car? Why would they have the authority to charge me another $175 by taking her car? When I'm less than 3 miles away, it happened at Eastern Eureka, 1 mile up is Middlebelt, 1 mile down is Sibley. She lives in between Sibley and Eureka in Pennsylvania. Why did it come to this? Why are you guys employing a company that has had a history of this for many years? What's the issue with area towing? Because I know I'm not the first citizen that's had this issue with the area.
All right. I do show you're at the 3-minute mark. The council has voted, I believe, I'm not sure what the vote was, for this to go out for bid in August. I believe that is the last official action from City Council. There has been a task force that has been convened. We have not heard their report out at this point in time. But, sir, unfortunately, we've heard a number of similar discussions. I don't have any answers for you at this point.
Is there any ways that we can get a reasonable price on cars that are impounded? And how could they charge $175
Sir,
for a day?
I hear what you're saying, but I'm going to be consistent with, the last gentleman. You made your public statement. What I can tell you right now is that it's under review. We have had pretty much a discussion on this exact same point at every single open business meeting over the past 6 months. I know that we've got 2 council representatives, but I have not seen a report out from that process thus far. So thank you. Is there any further open business? The gentleman in red?
Chairman,
Yes.
can I actually comment on a few of those items? One of the things.
Certainly, you're not necessarily, you don't have to, but if you would like to, go
Yes,
ahead.
I would absolutely love to. The towing committee has met a few times. I think there's a lot of unanswered questions to that gentleman. Do cars have to be impounded? And here's where, and I've said it many times, if we can't answer people's questions and we don't know the answers, how do we expect the general public to? So I made a phone call to Corporation Council. I have no qualms about discussing it publicly because nothing was done wrong. Not unlike Mr. Dreyer emailed to me. One, our police policy 502, indicates that when a vehicle should be towed because it presents a hazard, the owner or operator shall arrange for the towing. Department members may assist by communicating requests to the Taylor Police Department. We've had this discussion umpteen million times at the council meetings that said, if your tower shows up first, they can tow it. If your tower shows up and it's hooked up to area towing vehicle, you can pay an unhook fee. Then we said, nope, that's wrong. I don't know. I have an email from Chief Blair regarding another case that says you can call your own tow truck, but we're not going to wait to open up the roadway, increasing the risk of a crash, further injuries. If your tow truck arrives first or before area removes the vehicle, they would have been allowed to take the vehicle with a reasonable unhook fee payment. So unlike the individual's email to me and the allegations, I had a family member, and I would do this for any called me. They got in an accident. They were off Eureka Road. They were on a side street. They were not walking the roadway. It was a work vehicle with very expensive equipment in it and tools that were needed. It was Friday. This individual called me. I called Mr. Plato because, again, we've discussed this, yes, since February 6th, on what the rules are, and no one can agree what they are. This says this, and then I was told today that policy's wrong. How are we supposed to know that? How is the general public supposed to know that? I made a call to Mr. Plato. Did I beg you or anyone to have the vehicle towed home? Or was my question, can he use his own tower because the tower is en route? And when I was on the phone with the chief of police, Porter's Towing was on scene. No car was hooked up at all. Was that my question?
Through the chair, at no time, I will vouch for Councilwoman Winton. At no time did she ask me to do any type of personal favor for her. At no time did she ask me to intervene in the process of the towing process. She did ask me for my understanding of the state statute, which I gave her. I indicated there is some ambiguity in what the state statute means when it says that when a car is disabled, it needs to be taken to a place of safekeeping. And that was the issue, whether or not an area of safekeeping could be area towings, impoundment yard, or whether it could go to a collision shop of the owners of the choosing. It's my understanding that, unbeknownst to me, the Taylor Police Department had in fact adopted a policy saying that the safe place keeping under the state statute shall be the impound yard for area towing. But again, at no time did Ms. Winton ever suggest to me that she wanted a favor done, nor would I have done that for her.
Chairman.
Council.
Through Corporation Council, the place of safekeeping, my understanding, many cities do not impound every vehicle. But I think that, in my eyes, I'm not a lawyer, but I think that's a matter of interpretation. In this individual circumstances, their business was one block on the same side of the road. One block. They wanted their own tower. This individual has towing insurance. It's not a matter of the payment. It was a matter of the safety and security and access to the work vehicle, which with $50,000 of work equipment in it that they wanted to ensure the safety and security. Through the chair to the mayor, did I ask you to